everyone, here's King Oreo, your favorite VTuber Cat King Dungeon Master, bringing you some more Tales of Meandria. This is episode 6, part 2. Hope you enjoy it. If you do, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube, click the notification bell. I'll see you at the end of the episode. See you soon. Bye. So Elias, you've traveled, you walked and traveled about a day and a half to 2 days back to your father's homestead. And you know, there it is. You see it from a distance. The nice, the very big, decent house. And when you arrive, you kind of see it from the back. But you see it. This is where you lived your whole life there. And you know, even though you've only been gone for about a week at this point, you know, you have that feeling of, you know, I'm back home. You know. You go around the house, and you know, lo and behold, your dad is exactly where when you imagine him, he's always there, sitting on that porch, looking towards the forest, same angle as always, same look, and you kind of just walk up the steps.
Oh no! Before I even do that, okay. I'm fucking like 50 feet away. I'm like, ah! You son of a bitch, you got some explaining, do you know that? Now what the hell is this? What the hell is happening to me? You got some explaining to do.
And as always, you're the more talkative of the two, and you pretty much walk the whole 50 feet.
Like 30 minutes just to be yelling at him.
We're like yelling nonstop the whole time, and you walk up the stairs. He hasn't even turned back at you or haven't even acknowledged that you were there. He's just still sitting there. And, you know, it's once you still scream, "Pa, Pa!" You kind of, now at this point, you're on the porch about 10 feet away from him.
Sorry, I had my earbuds in. What's that?
You're about not even 10, about 5 to 6 feet away from him at this point. And he's still in this rocking chair, you know, same position you've always seen him. Son, calm down, you're being loud.
No shit! I'm furious. Furious. You know what I meant, okay? I got fair going plays. Her hair.
Calm down. I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm a fucking squirrel.
I mean,
what's that?
This is payback for all that Jennifer stuff.
All right.
I fucking almost drowned like 3 times trying to take a drink.
All right. So. Yeah. Yes, you are. And?
Well, I would like to know why. Why am I suddenly a squirrel? Teachers tell me it's not magical. If it's not magical, it's got to be some kind of genealogy.
Genetic, son. What happened?
Oh fuck! I had a character really quick. When exactly did I turn squirrel again? Or I woke up. That's right. It was.
You woke up. You went to bed human. You woke up squirrel boy.
Fuck! I blinked for a second. Pa! We did all our stuff. We clear. You know, we were doing adventurous stuff, doing things for the people.
Get to the point, son.
Okay, anyways, we finished our job. I go home. I go back to the place I was sleeping. I go to bed. It was wonderful sleep. I had dreams and this and that. It was good. It was good night. But I woke up covered head to toe in fur. I have a fucking tail now. Fucking big. Look my claws. Look at this shit. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
He still hasn't turned at you or even looked at you. Like he's kind of still talking while you're kind of like on this side, right?
Well. With the claws, I get the curious thought in my head, I bet I can fucking climb with these damn things. As I go to the fucking wood cabin and I start crawling, and I crawl up the wall, up the roof, and I am currently above my father, looking down at him. Can you see the shit that's happening to me?
Oh, nice climbing. Now, how's the academy?
Bigger bigger picture here, Paul. I'm not human anymore. What am I?
You're Elias. You're my son.
Well, no shit, I'm Elias. I know who I am. This ain't some kind of like debate about like, am I real? I'm not having any kind of theological or existential crisis or anything like that.
Son, you're rambling. How's the academy?
Academy's fucking wonderful. I even made a bunch of new friends. My entire group, we're all good friends. I met this guy named Dracor Malpheus. Decent looking fella. Acts kind of strange, like all prim and proper, like dresses funny. But that's not the fucking point. Why am I a squirrel?
So you're having a good time at the academy. I'm glad.
Right up until I became a fucking squirrel.
Listen. Life is gonna throw you obstacles. You gotta roll with it.
I swear to God, Pa. Fucking damn it. I got fucking squirrels living in my squirrel tail. What is this shit?
Well, you've always been able to speak with animals.
Yeah, but it didn't just solely belong to squirrels. I could talk to all animals. Why is it specifically squirrels? This is the shit I need to know.
Do you really need to know? Can you still shoot with your bow? Can you still swing your swords? Can you still speak with animals? Are you still...
I can do all that shit.
Then what's the problem, son?
Am I human or am I not? What am I? That's all I want to know. I know I'm Elias. Don't even go there again. I don't even want to go into that whole Elias thing again. I mean, by a genealogical standpoint, what am I? Am I some woodland creature? Did you fuck a squirrel?
Don't speak about your mother like that. He got stern.
I don't even know anything about my mother. You ain't never told me about my mother.
All right. Calm down. Calm and come down from the roof.
That's gonna drop down in front of him.
Like, he doesn't even seem to be phased, right? He's like, I'm glad it's going well at the academy. Your mother was amazing. That's all you need to know. I hope
so, if I was born.
She was amazing, and she loves you, and that's all you need to know.
I swear to God, Pa.
Okay.
I am losing my shit. Just what was Ma human?
Are you hungry?
Was Ma human?
Are you hungry? I'll cook you some dinner. Come inside.
Are you hungry? Cause you're about to get my foot up your ass.
Calm down.
Was Ma human? Was she some woodland creature? Was she some kind of mix between two? That's all I want to know.
I'll tell you about your mom, but you're getting a bit nutty right now. So get inside, sit down. I'll prepare a meal to you.
Oh, you don't call me nutty. You know what? I'm going to show you nutty if you call me nutty.
He gets up, and he goes inside.
God fucking damn it! Pick up his fucking rocking chair and break it over the side of the house.
You'll be bailed out before you leave.
Fuck you!
Hey! Sit down.
It's for horses.
What?
Hey, it's for horses.
Good point. Okay. Elias, sit down. The squirrel army is intimidated into your tail. That's what they're there, but they're like all peeking out, and then they peek back out. And are you gonna come in and sit down? If you come and sit down, we'll talk. If not, you can go back to the academy.
God fucking damn. Fine, I'm coming in. You better make that good shit too. You don't fucking skimp on the seasoning. I want salt.
Perfect. I'll make your favorite. He starts cooking. Doesn't talk, just starts cooking.
I'm roasting. Stewing in my seat.
All right. It takes like maybe 10 minutes goes by. He's still cooking. Hasn't said a damn word, which is very you're pissed, but you know that's how your dad acts, right? But you're super pissed because of the situation, obviously. 10 minutes goes by. He's cooking. Are you very hungry? I can make more.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just make the damn food, Pa. You know how hungry I am.
All right. No need to discuss.
You're the one that taught me.
Fair enough. All right. So he prepares the plates, sets up the plates, brings you a plate, puts himself a plate, grabs his chair. It's very, very meticulous man. He sits down. There comes a time where a boy becomes a man. And it's natural that you have changes in your body. Sometimes you'll feel emotions or things that, you know, your body sometimes will feel out of your own control.
I grew hair in my balls like 10 years ago, Pa. All right? I know how that works. This is not puberty.
All right. Are you going to let me talk or are you going to interrupt me every time?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. Your mother was amazing. You okay? Is it too spicy? Is it too hot?
No. You're fine.
One day, I don't really remember what I was doing out there, but I was in the forest, and I came up on a lake. That lake. It's the lake in front of the house.
Yeah.
and then there's a most beautiful woman I've ever seen swimming there. Not a care in the world, just naked, swimming in the water, gliding on the water almost like a duck. She came out and, well, we fell in love. That is your mother. We spent a summer together. And then she told me she was pregnant. And I was elated. I was happy. I was ready to ask her to marry me. But while she was pregnant, she told me that she couldn't stay. And that you wouldn't be... To be quietly frank with you, son, she wasn't really elated that she was pregnant. She wasn't as happy as I was. Let's just say that. And
Mom didn't want me?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Calm down. Don't be emotional. Control yourself. The summer we spent together was magical. It was very passionate. Well, I didn't know a lot about her, but I was already in love with her. While she was pregnant with you, she told me everything. Your mother's a fairy, son. She comes from the Feywild, from the land where woodland creatures, fairies, brownies, from where they come from. And she's a princess there. But from her family, her being with a human is unacceptable. And her having a human child is even less acceptable. Let me tell you, she loves you very much, Elias, but she simply could not stay. I did my best, and during her pregnancy, I built this home. Right there. I'm sitting on the porch is exactly where my feet were on the ground when I lay eyes on her for the first time. And I built my house, our home, at that very same spot. And, when you were born, she cried and she put you in my arms and she kissed me for the last time and left. She walked back into the lake and left. I've sat there ever since hoping that she'd come back. And I gave up adventuring the day you were in my arms. And then I raised you and I took care of you, and I love you, son. I'm sorry that I'm not the most forthcoming on that story. I miss her very much, and I still wait for her to this day. I honestly did not know that that was going to happen, but in the back of my head, I was kind of scared that something would go wrong. That's why I kept you with me, and we were kind of secluded. And when you came of age, and clearly you were, you know, talented and adventurous, and I felt like I was holding you back, so I thought I'd send you back to the academy where I once thought. Have you met the king over there?
Yes.
Well, the king and I are friends. We would refer it as party members. We were in the same group together. We fought while he was a young, strapping adventurer himself. And they don't know about this, but they all they know was a letter I sent to them back in the day. I have a son. Maybe one day I'll send him to you. Please take care of him. That's the information I gave them.
Pa,
Elias?
did you put extra spice in this new soup?
No, I made it exactly how you like it.
Because it's really hot. It's really bringing tears to my eyes.
Me too, son. You look back, he's not crying, but me too, son.
I'm gonna go out and take a quick walk. Try to cool off, maybe rinse my mouth in the water.
Yes, of course.
I'll be back. I rush out the door.
All right. Rush out the door. Something like, you don't know what it is, but like, even though it's home and it's exactly the same, it doesn't feel the same anymore to you, right? It feels more home, I guess. You know, it feels more like, you know, the truth finding out kind of makes you feel like,
Yeah, it kind of
explains a lot.
Perspective.
Right. It gives you perspective and explains a lot in your head. You're like, oh, okay, now I see. Like, and you kind of.
I'm just imagining Elias jumping into the lake. Ma, I never knew about you. Ma.
No, you run into the lake and you kind of just like toss yourself and you land in the water and like almost like all the squirrels kind of just stop and don't jump in the water while you jump in the water and start swimming and. You know.
How did you swim with all this fur? I should have taken my gear off before I jumped in.
You need help, sir? And it's the squirrels like, you need us to help you out?
I'm good.
Okay. Kind of swim for a moment, and then your paw kind of comes out of the house and props up his chair back to the right place and sits down.
Just imagining me swimming around, jumping out of the water like a dolphin. Ah! Ah! don't have the charisma to control this kind of emotion.
I just had the scene of Sheldon doing that in the ball pit on freaking Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, yeah. Yep, exactly.
Oh,
I had
God.
that too in my head. He's Squirrel Man.
All right, I figured we'd end the night on that. Give me a second to collect myself. I had to force myself to cry to actually get that emotion out.
All right. Well, you're okay. So you're gonna take off.
If I head back to town and stuff, do you think we'd have enough time for one more little quick scene?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not done. Like, if you have to go, you go, and we'll keep going with the others. That's why.
Oh no, I meant for me.
Yeah.
Like, just skip forward a couple days.
Yeah. We can skip for a couple of days, and we'll go back to the others. So, just
Okay.
to allow you time to do that little scene. So I'm assuming you want to just head back and meet the others.
Yeah, I'll fix a chair,
All right.
whatnot. Look around, see if there's anything Dahlia left behind.
She didn't. She and your dad kind of brings her up though. He's like, "How's Dahlia doing at the academy?"
She's doing good.
Right.
I don't think she likes Draco very much, though. It seems kind of have like a little rivalry going on.
See, he puts his hand on your shoulder.
That's why I need to take a. I got into the fucking character that he was emotional. Now I can't stop being emotional for the character. God damn it.
Okay. I mean, if you want, we could go back quickly to someone else, and then come back to you real quick.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Good. I just forgot that I have. Anyways, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
she's doing good. She's doing good. She seems to have some kind of rivalry going on with Draco. I don't think she likes him very much. Don't see what's wrong though.
And he kind of like looks at you, like he kind of gets up his chair because you're about to take off. He gets up his chair and he walks up to you and he puts his left arm on your shoulder, and he's like, "You protect Dahlia, son. And you take care of yourself. I'm proud of you."
Well, I'm pretty proud of me too. I'm doing pretty good if I say so myself.
I know you would.
Well, anyways, Paul, you take care. Keep an eye on that lake. Send word back if you ever hear back from Mom.
Of course, son. You need a horse to go back home to the academy?
Oh, fuck no.
No? Okay. By the way, your mom didn't have fur. I heard you say that earlier. Your mom doesn't have fur. She didn't have fur. I don't know where that came from. She's a fairy. She looks like human, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Looks like fairy magic works in mysterious ways.
I'll just start walking away more confused than I was when I got there. Wait, if Mom's not the reason I got the... Wait a second, I'm back to square one!
No, come back, son. Jesus, sit down. You're too emotional. Sit down. The Feywild is a weird land. Your mom is actually a nymph. She's a magical creature from the Feywild with beautiful features and human-like physique. But she's magical. Which I'm assuming is why you're a magical squirrel.
Pa, I'm so confused. I read up on genealogy once, and I didn't see nothing about this.
Well, I'm confused too, son. I didn't know what would happen, and question marks all over my face. Well, hey, you're fine. I would say you're quite an attractive squirrel, if I say so. And you have a bunch of other squirrels with you. They kind of just like all came out the tail when you said that and just kind of salute.
Oh shit, Pa, you should have seen what happened.
Yeah, you haven't talked about that at all.
Yeah, Pa, so one of those wrists popped up, got a bunch of little angry little fire dudes came out, they're like, ah, and I'm like, oh shit. A couple of my buddies went in and try to take care of them because they obviously weren't down for nothing, like talking shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they went in, they started fighting with them, and I was like, I wonder. And, like, went ahead and shot them. Squirrels grabbed onto my arrow, rode that arrow on like a little, like it was a horse.
Really?
Went right along. Yeah, arrow hit the damn garrison.
Show me. And he kind of like takes you and brings you like to that old target that's where he taught you how to shoot arrows for the first time as a kid. Show me.
No problem, Paul. Go ahead and shoot it. I miss.
You shoot wide.
It'll clip my nail. Damn
Still working on it, right? Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm working on getting used to these damn nails. They keep getting caught up in the
Yeah, they look big.
One sec, hold on. Let me try it again.
Ah, exquisite shot, son. Where were they going with my target?
Yeah, right. Like, just like back to back drop kicking it. The fucking target's just rolling down the fucking hill now.
Right. Wait. Can they bring that back?
Can you bring that back? I don't think they can bring that back, Paul. I think it's gone.
Well, I'll craft another one, no problem. So that's pretty peculiar. What else can they do? Can you do something else?
Oh yeah. One second. No, I'll turn Paul. I'll like throw a rock at him. Hit him in the chest.
Yep.
And then like magic.
So there's a bunch of little squirrels that kind of like pulls on his shoes and his shoelace and push him. Like there's 6 that pulling on each foot and there 4 more like pushing on his heels. And what? That is incredible, son. It's like the little army. They're working and you're the general, the conductor.
Yeah, no kidding. They do everything I say pretty much except dress me. Which I didn't expect them to dress me. I already know how to dress myself. So one of my party members suggested I teach him how to dress me. I didn't quite get that.
It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. They didn't like it either from what they said. But hey, I mean, he's kind of a more prim proper kind of guy. It's not a bad guy. He's a really good guy. He's a good guy. But he's very prim and proper. Kind of like that Draco boy.
Yeah.
Draco's a little more like rough around the edge though. Like little, it's got a lot of bite to his, is that what it's called?
I mean, I don't know. Is he?
I don't know. I like the word.
Pompous.
Yeah, I think I'll use that word. Yeah, I like that word. I'll let him know he's pompous next time I see him.
Awesome. Fantastic, son. Listen. Whatever happens, just believe in yourself and Dahlia, and everything will be all right. Believe in me because I believe in you.
Well, I'm still gonna research the hell out of this, whatever this is. But at least
Maybe accept it.
I accept it at this point. I mean, if it's some kind of weird fairy magic shit, then yeah, ain't nothing I can do about that. But if I can learn more about it, you know what I say? No one's half the battle.
G.I. Joe. All right. So you head back, and we'll come back to the 2 days for you guys, but we'll jump that so that Spear can take off. You guys have kind of spent the 2 days. You guys went to class. You did some training that we'll get to, but at the moment you're all gathered up at the Happy Goat, or at the, actually we'll say the academy because it makes more sense. So you guys are gathered up at the academy, and Elias, you kind of arrive at the academy at the class.
Hey, how's you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. It seems that your talk went well, I see.
Yeah, apparently, I'm a what do you call them? Fairlings? Fairlights? Fair something? I'm a fae.
Fae.
I'm a fae. Yeah, fae.
Oh, well, that means you speak a group of us.
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently my mom wasn't a squirrel. She was, what do they call it? A nymph or something like that. We don't know where the hair came from.
Say a
Hair came from
MILF?
somewhere.
Nymph.
I was Reggie Beast. Like, that was your teacher that day. Did you say MILF?
Nymph.
Oh.
Right, I swear to God, I don't care if you my teacher. You talk about my mom like that, I'll gouge an eye out.
I didn't hear what you said with your fucking thick mouth with nuts in it. Jeez.
Don't make me
Elias,
kick you in the
Elias.
dick.
Elias.
Okay.
Take it from an expert on the subject. And understand that I say this with no malice in my heart whatsoever, but if your mother was a nymph, she can't also help but being a MILF.
See, I was right. He walks away.
The fuck just happened?
Just
What is a nymph? I don't even know what the nymph is.
a nymph is a fae so beautiful that she can kill people with her appearance.
God damn. What the fuck happened to me?
I'd like to know that myself.
Your tail's pretty.
Yeah, damn right it is. Anyway,
I mean,
what'd you guys do for it was a festival going on, right? What'd you all do?
We partied. That's what festivals are for.
Yeah? Y'all do anything specific?
Well, Ednip's family bought a bar.
Oh shit.
The Happy Goat is now going to be the Rooster Tail.
Rooster tail, I like that.
And looks like Saul's first part of his work is going to actually be gathering the stories of everyday heroism from the people of Ironbound City.
Yeah, that's what I told him to do. Wait, why'd he sell the place though? I told him to keep running it so that he can get the adventures to get him the stories. There was gonna be a win-win, you know what I mean? Like he gets adventures come in, they tell him stories, he buys them drinks, he makes a daily income, and then the book would be the outcome.
He needed the income to fund the enterprise, and also Ednip needed to atone for getting Jennifer fired.
Jennifer?
She was a serving staff at the Golden Bidet, and a little bit of brief justice that was inflicted on that Malpheus fellow turned awry, and she was fired for it. So a little bit of a
probably she'd be fired if
a whole bunch of misunderstandings and mortals being mortals.
I'm off confused, but I'm gonna.
That's not surprising in the least.
That at the moment. What about you, Dahlia? What'd you do for the festival? Anything fun?
I accidentally helped Ednip get the girl fired.
You call that fun?
I didn't say it was fun. I just told you what I did.
Oh, well, come on. You had to have done something.
Well, I mean, the kind of situation that ended up happening afterwards with, well, now the Rooster Tail was a good outcome, so silver lining, but yeah. I also was been trading spells with Ednip.
Oh, okay, cool. Learn anything interesting?
Yeah, how to grease a floor.
God damn it.
Sorry, Olive it caught in the throat.
Okay, that's interesting. What about you? What about you, little guy? Anything good going on?
Oh, and then I bring chicken over. We've been going. I've been trying to hunt with the chicken here. He's not quite stealthy though, so it's
He gives you a headbutt.
It's okay, buddy. We'll work on it.
Sting with he kind of hit you with one horn. It kind of stinged a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it on my journeys. You were saying that you were gonna go hunting. On the way home, I was like, he don't exactly strike me as a hunting type. I might need to teach him a few things when I get back. Yeah, how'd it go?
Well,
He kicks
I
a chair.
tracked a few things, and then I was trying to get chicken, to take the animals, but he's not stealthy, and he's not quite quick yet. So we're working on
Oh.
that.
Oh well, no. What you need to do, you need to wean him into it. You know, what you got to do. And as cruel as it might sound, you got to train him slowly. Right now, he's just going on instinct, going all full bore like brah, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it might sound cruel at first, and I'm not gonna lie. In some ways, it is. I don't recommend doing it. And if you do it, don't do it for long, because when you hunt, the biggest thing you want to do is put him out of the misery as fast as possible. But without him being able to, catch up with them stumpy legs and whatnot and figure out how to get up to him, he needs a bit of a handicap, and you got to give him that handicap when he's hunting. You know what I mean?
Or, if I may, not to tread on your expertise, Elias,
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
herds.
Herd?
You don't need to be stealthy to hunt herd animals. You just send them in.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Hmm.
That's particularly dangerous, but as far as I can tell, Torque is indestructible.
Currently,
no
he's
farm.
breaking a wall. Like he's kind of just like scratching in a wall. And he like ripped a
Chicken,
fucking
chicken.
plank and.
Honestly,
Chicken, flick him on Olive from the bowl that I'm eating from.
Also-
Come on.
with the herd animals, train him at first on the slower, sicker one so he can sit there and get used to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get
If
at.
That actually helps the herd and helps overall.
That sounds really good. How big is this is out of character. How big is Chicken now?
He's 4 foot tall. He hasn't since the last growth of spurt. He hasn't gotten bigger, so he's 4 foot tall.
Mhm.
About 200 pounds. He's thick.
So there's a chance of getting a saddle now. Then I could ride him into the herds and teach him how to hunt.
Might be rough.
Might be rough.
That's
That's like a child riding a dog.
quite an advanced technique. Elias, this one's all yours now. I'm going back to my olives.
Sorry, I had to call
You,
it.
you turn around and your bowl of olive has been eaten by chicken.
Oh, you even ate the bowl. That's just impressive.
Yeah.
Anybody want anything from the commissary? I have to go for another walk.
I think Chicken's following you now.
No,
No,
he's just there.
Chicken, we discussed this. You're not allowed near the commissary, not after the incident.
Kind of like
Yes, chicken, you know what you did.
looks down.
Go back to Torque. Torque needs a good headbutting.
Slams torque.
That's a good chicken.
1 damage.
Anyway, seriously, I'm getting a snack. I'm getting a snack. Ednip, you
He's
need
so
anything?
cuddly.
Like a chocolate egg or?
I mean, maybe some carrots,
Oh yeah, no, okay, carrots. Dahlia.
Can you
Chocolate
pick
egg.
up a small bag of charcoal for Bruni?
Okay. Torque, just whatever as usual.
Yeah,
She'll
or
hand him
me.
a couple of silver for the charcoal.
Oh, no
So,
need.
Elias.
The commissary there has a lot of stuff. Like you
Yeah.
ask for charcoal and they're just like, oh, sure, that's weird, but
I
Like,
would
they-
like a
they've been
single
supplying
plum
it.
covered in perfume in a man's hat. Here you go.
Seriously, all that's happened though, like all this, only good thing that I've heard that happened while I was gone was, the dang shop being renamed.
The thing about explaining Saul's story is that it can be explained very quickly, but it was a very momentous occasion. The party lasted until 4 a.m, and yet there was very little property destruction. We invented something called a terrace. I thought that was rather brilliant of Saul. And then we just sort of kept going. Terrace. Terrace.
Oh, my bad.
It's never been seen
And then
before.
we
It's
just sort of kept rolling with that over the next couple days. They were deep in their studies of the arcane arts. Torque was teaching the pet, and then I was going around town just sort of spreading mirth, merriment, and whatever other debauchery that the goddess was looking for. I mean, it's been a wonderful couple days, except for the whole firing incident.
the head teacher, the Trixie, kind of comes in and walks into the room and it's like, oh, hello, Elias. It's good to see you again.
Why, how you doing, huh?
Everything all right?
Yeah, things are much better now. I got a little bit of an explanation, but I got a lot more questions now. I had it all figured out, and then my dad dropped another bomb on me, and I was like, "Well, huh? Say what?"
That's real. That's often what happens when you have existential questions.
Yeah. But anyways, well, the long and short of it is that essentially I'm what was it? What the hell was it called again?
Fairy. Fae.
I'm a fairy.
Faye, yeah.
Fairy person thing.
Faye, just say Faye.
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 I'm Faye.
Faye.
I'm Faye.
Yeah.
I'm Faye.
Faye.
I'm a Faye, but apparently my mom was a Faye. I mean, I guess I'd be what, a half Faye. I'm.
I wonder if I know of her.
I don't think I actually got a name.
Maybe you got freaky with her.
I would not be a lie.
I mean,
No.
I don't know.
No one said that.
I'm not high level enough to survive looking at me.
Paul said Ma was a nymph. Yeah, nymph.
Nymph. Wow. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we still don't know why now. Yeah, but it brought up the question where the hell did the fur come from. So I just got to figure that out now. But at least I know I have an idea of where it's come from. It's
Probably the wild part of Feywild.
Was it a wild part of Feywild? I thought it was all wild.
Well, nope. I'm stepping out of that one. I regret saying it as soon as it came out.
Well, I mean, what about the wild? The Feywild ain't wild. I mean, there's non-wild Feywild.
Well, I can teach you a bit about the Feywild if you'd like. I've been there before.
Oh yeah, I'd love to know about the Feywild.
All right. Well, everybody sit down. Torque. Chicken's eating a table right now. Please.
Isn't that table over?
What? No. Just make him stop eating the table.
Are we using? I go to Torque and I try to stop him from chewing.
Torque, when the teacher asks.
Thank you. So the Feywild. The Feywild is a. Think of it as another world, kind of like the Fire Plains, as she looks at Dahlia. But the Feywild are kind of a world where life is very abundant, where the world seems to be controlled by emotions.
How the hell is that any different from here?
Well, good point. But here, it's the emotions of the living that, kind of dictates the emotional stuff.
Alive?
Oh, they are alive. Listen to me. But it's kind of like, okay, imagine Torque. Torque has emotions, yes? Torque gets angry, he gets sad, he gets happy. Imagine, but in between those emotions, there are moments of calm. Imagine if there's no calm. And it's always emotions. Angry, sad, excited. And it's always like that. The Feywild is actually a wonderful place, but it's very often changing based on the emotions of the land. It almost feels like the land is alive.
Wait, so the land's alive? Like it's
not,
a thing? Like
no, it's like not like exactly. It's hard to teach you, huh?
If I may,
thanks.
Professor.
Yes.
Puts a bowl down in front of us, Elias, just so that she can finish her explanation. Every time you get ready to ask a question, eat one of these prunes instead. Sit back down.
How am I going to ask the question?
We'll come back to how many prunes you've asked when I'm done.
I'll forget about that.
Even better. So in the Feywild, and there's a lot of creatures like Fays that live there, and Fey creatures are sometimes very tricky, sometimes very emotional. They like to play tricks on people. They like to have fun. They are similar to
like the fun.
They're definitely similar to how Iliakos here, because Iliakos is a Fey. You might be cousins.
It is entirely possible.
Mm-hmm.
The trickery going on there is mostly why my people left the wild.
Correct.
Long ago.
I mean, yes, and Nip's and his family is from the Feywild as well.
It's a very tricky place.
You might all be related.
Croc raises his hand.
Yes, Stork?
Is everybody from the? Am I part of the Feywild?
Well, I believe there's goblins that live there in the Feywild, but I mean, do you remember being in the Feywild?
No, I don't.
Then you're probably not from the Feywild.
Oh,
Maybe someone in your family is. Who knows? Dahlia, my dear, I'm sorry to say, we definitely know that you're not from the Feywild.
No, I'm not.
When, in fact, with the rifts are happening, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a rift for the Feywild at some point.
Well, there was at least one.
So it's
Because I stepped out of it.
Mm-hmm.
the Earth of the Plain Wild and whatnot is alive, but it's not alive, right?
Correct. It's not a creature.
So-
It's not alive.
Okay,
alive.
so if I stick you with the stick and stuff, it won't be like
Correct.
but it would do something. But it wouldn't do something. That what I'm getting right?
Yeah.
Like-
That's
like-
about as complicated as I can explain, the Feywilds.
I think I smell toast.
Maybe there's some in the commissary.
Think of it this way, Elias. Intent is a force in the Feywild as much as, say, the wind or a thunderstorm is here in the real world. So in the Feywild, if a being of the Fey were to swear an oath, breaking it wouldn't just be a matter of lying. It would be a matter of destroying a portion of their being, and would be represented in some fashion in the Feywild.
Correct. And
Well, I don't see a reason to lie either way.
for example, very powerful creatures can literally affect nature and their environment by being there in the Feywild with their emotions. So a river could be a river, for example, could be calm, but if, for example, there's a creature there and that creature is getting angry, then the current can get stronger all of a sudden.
Beep beep. Wisdom kicks in, and then lots. Oh shit! I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're talking about more like a symbiotic relationship between the creatures living in the Feywild and the wild itself. So like say shit.
Sort of.
Person in the like a tree person thing, like kind of like maybe like the redwoods back home. You know what I mean? Like a tree person like that. Maybe like if there's like a person that was like a tree person.
Yes, in fact, a lot of like natural creatures, like fays, nymph, tree ants, animals, satyrs, of course, and some animals even. There are lords there that are the Lord of the Wolves could be in the Feywild, for example. Any entity that you pray at from nature, imagine Mother Nature's world.
I think I'm starting to catch on what you're putting down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like some kind of wind creature thingy. You know what I mean? Like if it was like actually, you know what? Look, like Dahlia, for instance. If Dahlia was like a fae, like a fire fae thingy, my bob, I don't know what we would call it, but like she would get angry and like I don't know, volcanoes damn exploding all over the place and whatnot.
Yes, and fire would just start happening everywhere. Things would catch on fire.
I get this. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Now
Good.
we're cooking with Crisco. Let's go with this.
Torque, are you okay? You seem to be bleeding from the nose.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, by coincidence, it seems that all of you have a lot in common. Isn't life beautiful?
What are you talking about? Like Fae life? Is this another like debate about like?
Not really a debate. Ennip's family's from the Fae world, and he's from Ennip is from different lands, right? And his family's from the Fae. Dahlia is not from here. She's also, a stranger in a strange land type of thing. Torque comes from a tribe, and he's in a rural big society town, which is definitely not like what he's accustomed to. And Ilyako's from the Feywild as well, and you are from your mom is from the Feywild, so you all have kind of are from different places than the others.
So, actually, what would we call me? Would we call? I'm not Fey, but I'm not human. Would I be like Fey Light?
I believe
Fey?
the current word is just Fey. I don't believe there's a Fey-ish.
I mean, we're considered humanoid, but we're still Fey.
One of the expressions that comes from my corner of the Feywild for a mortal and Fey-joined child is a changeling, but I believe that has a different implication.
Let me think about this one a little bit.
It just makes me curious because, like, is there a certain percentage of Fey to human? And they you start not being Fey anymore, but you have Fey features. Say, like, I have relations with another human lady. I have a child with her. That'd be a quarter Fey. Is it still Fey?
I think what's important is being yourself, and I think where you come from matters not.
Elias, you're reading a little too much into this right now.
Well, I got like 21 years of debating about my existence to catch up on. All right, you gotta give me a little bit of credit.
You're not doing the Fey thing properly if you're contemplating your own existence too much.
Well, I'm still human in some parts, damn it.
Clearly.
Yes.
Let's just say you have Fey heritage. How about that?
Well, I guess I can go with that.
You prefer lineage?
Ancestry. It all seems rather superfluous, really.
I don't know. I got a lot of questions.
You know what? You know what? I believe there's no wrong answer, Elias. You decide what you are, whether it's Fey, whether it's human, whether it's just Elias. And then when you decide and when you figure it out, you tell us.
Berverka.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling myself. I'm calling myself Berverka. I remember another language that I mean squirrel.
Very well.
I'm gonna own this shit. I'm gonna be Berverka.
Perfect.
Well, it sounds like
That
you
works.
finally found yourself, Elias. Congratulations.
I still want to know why I'm fucking Berverka. Like,
Well,
instead of being
I mean, you know, it's your mother.
or man,
Are
what would
there
a
actually male
I mean,
versions of nymphs, or are they all female?
What's that, sorry?
man?
What'd you say, Danya? What?
Is there actually? This is her in character. So, are there actually male versions of nymphs, or are they all female?
I believe they're all male. All female, excuse me. I don't ever think I've heard of a male nymph, but I'll be honest, I've been in the Feywild a little bit, and there's always something new to learn.
Oh, my brain hurts again.
Anything's possible in the
The
Fey.
male counterparts of the nymphs are usually something like Potomi Tritons and satyrs.
Ah,
Okay.
thank you. Echoes.
I just don't have the slaying good looks.
You know.
Well, I guess I got lucky. At least I didn't catch horns.
What's wrong with horns?
Yeah.
What do you got against horns?
Oh,
Imagine how much shit I'm gonna get stuck on.
Horns make everything better.
they're just a little bit impractical for hats.
One of my most, it's easy enough to get horns through hats. One of my proudest features is my horniness. Yes, I said it.
Yeah, but you know what? You see me on an average basis. You imagine how much trouble I get into with horns.
To just be a different kind of trouble. You're already at max trouble. Horns would just change the flavor of it a little bit.
It might build character to have horns, make you look
or a record.
more noble.
Wish I had horns.
We can get you horns, Torque.
See, now you're just making Torque jealous.
Don't worry, it's a fleeting.
You want a horn? I can make you a horn. I can do
Torque,
that.
you might not have horns, but you have
Actually-
chicken.
Before we get a
I do
horns, you
have
might want to
chicken.
get a
Chicken has horns.
leash on that guy.
Chicken's got a few. They hurt sometimes when we cuddle.
All right, I'm gonna end it there, guys. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for the game.
Sure.
I gotta head off.
Thanks, Spear. Thanks for staying
Have a
around.
Good night, Spear.
No, nice, Peter.
I hope I got everybody back for all the laughs you gave me.
I mean, a little bit.
You know.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Can you shape Dahlia's horn to look like horns? Handsome. I mean, can you do it with your real hair, Alex? All right. So while Spear takes off, I'm gonna take 2 minutes to go to the bathroom, chat. If you guys need to do the same, and we'll be right back.
I'm in deep meditation, trying to describe what I am to myself.
Sure.
There might
You're
be a
a
bit of argumentation between me and myself. I don't think I will be there, but me and myself, we're gonna be arguing all night.
Or
You're back.
while you're deep in that meditation, we'll just draw shit on your face. It's the rule.
Definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna be like all meditative meditation.
Too late now.
You think?
Remember what happened last time you drank.
You know, I would say something to that, but I can't remember the last time you drank because I don't think I've ever seen you drink.
Oh, I know what happens last time she
Not
drank.
me.
I know, I was gonna turn that around on you though, but
Oh, I
I've
know.
never seen you drink.
I saw her drink.
Wait, you saw her drink?
Yeah.
What
The
happened?
night you left. It was
The night I left.
spectacular.
I handed her.
She was even singing.
Yeah. I got to dance with her.
Torch gave you a drink?
We all ended up passing drinks to each other at one point. It was a wild night.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did I miss?
You guys get RPing? What the fuck? I wasn't here.
You'll have to go back and watch it.
I increased the volume of the music while I was gone, you know.
But so you saying that that all y'all gave her drinks?
Oh, well,
I
and
ain't
the
never seen a drink yet. You never drank any of the drinks I gave you? Oh man, I'm going with my meditation.
That's why you don't miss parties, man.
especially in Iliako's party.
Definitely.
All right.
I'm gonna go meditate. Good night.
And Elias goes to meditate. And he disappears. Cool. All right. So during the 2 days, the gap that we had to cover, while Spear was doing his thing, you guys kind of nothing too crazy was. I know Hennip and Dahlia, you guys wanted to share spells. We don't have to go through that too much. You guys do. You can share your spells in between you two in your spell books. That is the perks of being wizards. You kind of learn how to do that through a class. Elandor kind of came in and kind of taught you guys. Torque was really bored during that class. But you guys kind of learn how to share spells. So essentially the rule is when you guys learn spells, you can literally go and say, hey, can I copy that? And then you copy it. And then you get it. That's simple. Iliakos, Torque. During the 2 days, you trained with for Torque, you trained with Chicken. Kind of a similar situation where he's not really good at hunting, and you know the herd situation happens then later. Iliakos, you kind of you've been helping people around, and what else would you want to do?
Pretty much Since like the rooster tail thing got a lot more grounded, a lot faster than I expected.
Yeah.
It'll pretty much be helping with that.
Okay. Sure.
Making sure that Saul gets planted in his new sort of bardic thing that he's doing, and that the place is doing okay, and sort of turning it into his, in a way, his little sort of corner of the city outside of the academy.
Sure. So you guys are kind of like unofficial investors.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You do notice that they quickly, kind of, the money will need to come in quick. In all reality, Hedda doesn't have that kind of money right now, and even getting it from his family will take a very long time. So you guys are gonna have to come up with some kind of money and able to continue and to keep true to the deal, right?
Yeah. My current idea of the matter is to try to get an audience with the king about setting up an embassy in the town, as he called me, an ambassador.
Yeah.
And perhaps letting me
I mean, that meeting with the king we can do that. So we'll say that was planned the day that Elias passes out magically.
Yeah.
Dahlia, are you okay to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, like I said, the 2 day was filled. Iliakos, you were working on with the rooster's tail. Thork training chicken. You guys learned the spells. Go quick, write shit in Elias's face. A big penis. And then all right. So we get to day 3. You guys still have some downtime that you can go through, and we'll play through that. At the moment, and today on day 3, you have the meeting with the king. Torque, we'll get back to you. Dahlia and Iliakos, you guys let me know what you guys want to do from on to the rest of the week, and then we'll go through that. All right. So Hendip, you set up a meeting with the king, and you notice that was actually pretty easy. You kind of talked about it with your teacher. Your teacher said talk to Elendor, and Elendor set it up. And you have a meeting with the king. It's a quick meeting though. It's like at the academy. It's like I'll have the king swing by. So you guys kind of meet up in Elendor's office. And what can I do for you, Ambassador Ennip?
Since your Majesty, I come to you with a proposition.
Yes.
It's come to my came to my understanding that the owner of the Happy Goat, Saul, was unhappy with his position as tavern keeper, and was about to leave and abandon his post as the representative there in town that was helping the academy with its new students.
Okay.
Now, I, as your ambassador to my kingdom, I was curious if it would be in your favor to perhaps allow me to purchase the Happy Goat and establish it as an embassy for my people. But at the moment, I don't have the funds in which to procure it. But if my name and my title can allow it to be sent on a loan for the moment, as the money is sent, I would be willing to help house future students and feed future students, just as Saul had before, and keep the current arrangements available.
Okay. What part? How would that work for an embassy? You'd have people just sit there in the tavern?
It'd be a place where I could establish an office and a place for Haragons from my tribe to come and have political, out of character. The word for you go to a church, you're seeking a political asylum, or any kind of asylum from any troubles they might be having as they start doing business between our kingdoms, giving them a place where they can file and establish paperwork and make things easier for trade in the future. The Happy Goat, being a tavern and keeping it at that establishment, is more of a cultural, school for me, if you will.
Sure.
I will, be able to observe and understand the needs and the wants of the people. I spent a wonderful night the other day being acquainted with the local favorite, the Freakin' Chicken, I believe it was called.
Oh, I love that place.
Wonderful establishment. And I wish to bring this culture and back to my people. So we wish to even establish Freakin' Chicken as the head cook in our own Rooster Tail Tavern, as we will call it. If this would be desirable to you, I think that it would be mutually beneficial to both of us to keep this arrangement.
I mean,
going.
the whole technical, you guys can do whatever you want with a tavern. That's not really my business. But the ambassador stuff is where, I see where Elendor kind of, organized this meeting. I would say I have a problem with this. I can't really come up with anything. The problem is you don't have the money, right?
Currently, no. I'm not even sure what a tavern costs at this point, but poor Saul, I'd hate to see him go empty-handed for long. If he wants to start his adventures, he wishes to publish adventurous books about the heroes of this city, to spread that throughout the lands. And I don't want to stop him from proceeding with his great ambitions to spread the news of this wonderful kingdom that I've learned to love just in these few days.
Right. Okay, so tell you what. Hold on. I got an idea. How about I hire your group and I'll give you money. Not enough to buy a whole tavern, but I'll give you some money. And that way it can be a loan or, a part of it that you could pay Sal with.
I see. As long as it's enough to get Saul on his way, that's the
I'll
most
give you a couple of
important
100 golds.
Hmm.
Which is a lot.
That should do it.
It seems rather reasonable and very gracious of you, Your Majesty.
Well,
my situation is obviously very...
I'll be honest with you, Hennip. I love my son to death, and I wish things would be easier. However, I have difficulty getting to understand him.
Prince Godric is not in a good relationship with you?
We are. I wouldn't say. Can I? Would you allow me, Ambassador, to be frank with you?
Of course, go right ahead.
My son's a bit weak.
How so, Your Highness?
He's not very... Okay. How can I say this?
Lack of ambition or physical strength?
God, you do perceive that he's very thorned by this and very almost embarrassed and kind of ashamed. He's not what we could call the warrior type.
Well,
and there's nothing wrong with academic performances. I'm not saying he's a nerd. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's not me as a kid. He's kind of is more soft.
Could you explain? I'm not
At his
sure if we're
age, I could
culturally
almost
understanding
bench press a cow, and he definitely cannot lift more than 2-3 books at once.
it. Well, not many of us can can lift a cow. Your
My
Majesty.
point is, I know, and listen, my wife, the queen, the advisors, they all tell me the same thing, and I love my son, don't get me wrong. But sometimes I kind of wish he'd get a little bit dirty and punch a guard in the face.
Oh, it's just, is he timid then?
Very. And, you know, sometimes he's sick. And that's not his fault. You know, he doesn't have the... I don't know if you had a lot of times seeing someone, and I'm not saying that to gloat, look at me, ooh, big king, but I was quite a successful adventurer, even though I was king. I am the Mighty Shield, and it's for a reason. I've earned that name. I've earned that title. And right now, the prince hasn't really earned the title and doesn't look like he'll earn Mighty anything. And I'm a bit worried.
Maybe he could be just and noble, or
and
wise.
I'm sure he will be, and it's not, you know, I'm not criticizing him or anything like that. I just wish that, I don't know, he would, you know.
Are you recommending some practical experience for the young lad?
Perhaps, I'm simply asking you
field.
guys show a good time to my son.
Just...
No offense, Ambassador, but when I look at you, I don't look at, look at an imposing muscular man. And I don't mean that as an insult. I apologize if you do. However, you're more wizardry than anything. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, you know, you do seem to have fun. I did, you know, your friend seems to have fun. I've heard, you know, rumblings of great parties. I just think maybe if you guys kind of hang out with him, maybe he'll pick up something from you guys, and maybe he'll just have a good time. Like, I've tried everything, right? I've tried Raging Beast training him. He hated it, didn't want to do it. So, you know, and we stopped. And I tried Night Morning Fell, and it didn't work. And he tried to study with Landor, and it didn't work. And I don't know what to try anymore with my son. And I just, as a father to a complete stranger, I am honestly at a loss. And I'm not sure how to deal with the prince, who's a 13-year-old, who's lived his life with everything he ever wanted at the same time, and yet he still looks morose about it.
Well, some freedom might do him good to expand and learn more about who he really is as a man.
I would love nothing more than have that.
But I must say that he is the crown prince, which could create issues if he was to be, you know, under our care. I wouldn't wish to cause a political incident by...
Well, I don't want you guys to go and fight, like, you know, like, don't bring him on an adventure. Is not what I'm trying to say, but maybe just... Because I think he always suspects that I'm trying to manipulate or to get him to fight or to get him to become a warrior like me, or, you know, I just want him to maybe have friends.
So you, yes. So you want us to befriend the prince and...
Yes,
you know,
and
help him...
not in any way, shape, or form make him know that I'm paying you to be his friends. That sounds weird. I feel awful. Maybe I'm a bad dad.
Sorry, you're not paying us to be his friends. You're paying me to have an inn.
Yes, correct.
Listen,
this is between you and me.
It only makes sense that I should, you know, become friends with His Highness. It seems the most logical thing for me to do. I'm just very privileged that you would consider me to be an influence on him.
I need you guys to be influencers.
Influencers. Huh. What a novel term.
Yes, the greatest of profession. Listen, this is between me, you and your party. and Elandor, because he hears everything in this school. There's no secrets that in this school that Elandor doesn't hear about. He's got spells all over the place. So I know he knows, and I know he kind of like talks loudly at the air. I know you're face palming right now, but I'm at a loss. Anyway.
Well, is he currently a student in the school, or
no?
We haven't seen him anywhere.
No, he's been sick. He's often sick, which that's why don't go too crazy. Don't bring him on a wild adventure, but just I don't know.
Well, perhaps it would be best to meet the prince and some mutual
how could
safe environment that we can have him. I'm sure if does he have any interest that would get him out of the
yes,
palace?
I know. I have an idea. Let's inaugurate the Happy Goat Tavern as an official ambassadorship. I'll take care of it, and then the king and the prince will visit, and then there you go.
Oh, that sounds like a perfect idea. I'm sure once he shows up to the new rooster tail, he'll be quite pleased with the camaraderie and the fellowship that goes on there. And
I honestly hope so. Great. So how about 500 gold? 100 gold for each of you.
Well, it seems very reasonable, Your Majesty.
So just for context, you've never seen 500 gold in your life, and you're from like 500 gold in one place. You've seen the value. You know that 500 gold pretty much covers the tavern almost in one shot.
Well, okay. I would imagine I'd never really handled money because
right, you never really, but like you know like the value of gold, but like 500 gold is a lot of gold. Like it is like more or so half the tavern in one go, and that basically it's 100 for each of you.
Oh, that's a really expensive tavern.
Yeah, it's about 1,000 gold.
Okay.
It's about a sixth of what I thought it was going to be.
I googled it because I had no fucking idea how much a tavern would cost.
There is an own a tavern in your downtime rule.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah.
I looked it up and I got like 1,200, so I was like, okay, 1,000 done.
That tracks.
Yeah. Okay. So like I'll that and then you guys show the prince a good time. I don't know. Wait, not like that. That sounds weird. Don't. Just do whatever.
So don't
too late. The gears
no, show him a good like just.
Well, we'll bring him into our group, and we'll become friends with the prince and invite him to some parties and let him relax and let loose. And if that suits you, then that should be easy enough. I mean, we will be out, like you said, as our duties as students to go on adventures and such, but when we have our celebratable parties and such, we will be sure to invite him.
Right, all right. Just that's totally fine.
Oh, and if you perhaps hear about an incident at the Golden was it the Dubai? The Dubai? No.
Bidet.
Bidet, yes, bidet.
Yeah,
cultural words. The cultural words I don't know yet.
Oh yeah. The fancy hotel.
There was a slight ruckus over there, and I do apologize for things getting out of hand with your nephew. He's quite the handful, and I was after such a great time at the frickin' chicken. I let myself get a little scampish, and I tried playing a trick on him. Which
wait, hold on, and I have another idea. I apologize for. If you could get me a fucking bucket. The queen doesn't let me eat that stuff because,
well,
I kind of, the armor's a bit getting a little tight, and I've already had to adjust it before, and let's just say I don't have the physique I used to have, and the queen's kind of, secretly delivered. You know what? Just leave it here. It's fine, Elandor. Like, it just kind of looks up. It's fine. I know you're listening. Just grab me a bucket and leave it here.
I'm sure with, there'll be plenty of fucking buckets lying around the campus.
No, I can't be seen. The queen will hear. Just bring it here, leave it at the door, and someone will eat it.
Oh, well, as long as it's being disposed of, it's not going to waste.
No worries.
It's quite delicious, as you know. I will
I know.
perform this task at the utmost speed.
Thank you. All right, I gotta go though. I got other things to do. Thank you again, and let me know. 2 days. We're doing it in 2 days.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I will send for the gold immediately. And he walks away.
Excellent. So, perfect meeting with the king. I'll go back to the party and let them know the good news. At the Happy Goat.
You go back and they're in class. You guys are kind of chilling, which is very often in your class. Latricia does not seem like the ball buster that the other two teachers were. She's chill. So, you know, at that time, Dahlia, you're petting Diablo, Bibit's sleeping in the corner, Torque's playing with Chicken, Chicken's eating a desk, and Ilyakos, you're kind of eating olives with your feet on the desk.
Reading and petting a cat. I just need a cup of tea and I'll be perfectly happy.
There you go.
Who knew this academy was such a great learning environment?
Learning all kinds of things.
Well, fantastic news, everyone.
No,
We
excellent.
have the funds for the procurement of the Happy Goat is underway, and in 2 days we'll have our first down payment of 500 gold.
Huzzah!
The king has generously decided to let me establish an embassy in there. Well, I'll have one of the rooms set aside for political needs, and then the rest of the tavern will be owned and operated just as we described earlier.
Excellent. Excellent. With the kind of money I hear you can make adventuring, we might be able to add another story on and have like a full-size embassy for you. But that's counting chickens, as
Now,
they say.
Here's the catch, though.
Chicken
It turns
turned his
out that the king wasn't interested in just loaning the money and letting me wait for my family to send and it's anything. He instead had the idea that we should entertain his son and befriend him and invite him to some parties and try to get him to let loose a little bit. And
Interesting. Torque,
Yeah, what's up?
could you be awesome and go get me and Dahlia some tea?
Tea.
Yeah, it's the drink with the bags in it. That's
Chicken
over
goes,
the counter there.
"Bleh."
You said me and Chicken aren't allowed to go.
Oh, Chicken can stay here. He's playing with Diablo.
Well, okay, I'll go get it.
Go on. Get.
Diablo's like biting at, or
I mean, they're playing like tigers playing, right? They're biting each other, and like fucking Chicken has like ton of fur in his mouth. He's like, "Ah, ah, ah."
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, after Torque is gone, stick the head out the door. Make sure that he's like around the corner.
You said 2, right?
2 teas, yes,
2. Okay.
and one for yourself if you grow a taste for
And
it.
then Chicken kind of pokes his head. "Bah!"
Oh.
And something for Chicken.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. See you in a bit, Torque.
Okay.
Close the door behind me. Are we being paid to like this prince?
No, we're just providing an atmosphere for him to.
Latricia's still
To let
sitting at her
himself
desk,
loose.
like, should I leave?
You can keep a secret, right?
What?
I mean, you're a cool
And she kind
teacher, right?
of looks at you. She's like, what? And then she turns around.
There, see? Now, look me in the eye, Ednip.
Is she even awake? Yes.
Don't worry, she's not here.
Well, Iliakis, it seems that the prince is a bit of a pampered boy, and his father is slightly disappointed with his I don't know how I should say, his ability to, be adventurous and outgoing, and
So, okay, so he's just super not cool,
he's
and the
kind
king
of
thinks we can make him cool.
he says he doesn't care if his son is intellectual or strong, but
Yeah, but he's not cool, and he wants him to be cool.
I believe
Look,
that's...
look, Torque is very good at his job, and he'll be back very shortly. But if we're being paid to like Godric, he can't know, because he'll just look at Godric and say that.
Well, I am under the impression that we're being paid to open it in to provide an establishment in which the prince will be safe to explore his...
I swear
himself.
on your nice puffy tail, I don't have time for semantics right now.
I mean, yes and no. I'm not seeing it that way. But I guess you could... We are being paid, and part of the condition is we have to hang out with his son. So be it. It seems like a normal thing.
But that's the conditions of us getting this money and making the Rooster Tail work, is that at the end of whatever this term is, Godric needs to be cool.
No, he didn't say that. He just said we have to hang out with him. There was no condition of him becoming a better man or anything. It was more the hope that being around us would inspire him to maybe become a better man himself.
Okay, Dolly, are you picking up on the subtext?
I am, but
Knock knock.
Damn it! Yeah, come on in, Torque.
They just gave me this picture of tea.
Chicken just eats the picture.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, you'll have to go back and get more, I assume.
Sorry guys. I'll be back.
Okay, Torque, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. Chicken's still a bit of a handful, you little skip. Ow! Fuck, that's my thumb. Yeah, you'll always win. Okay,
Kind of gives you a look like, I want food.
I mean, yes, I'm picking up the subtext, but at the same time, to me, there's no real harm in this. There really isn't.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with this.
If he was going to be coming to the academy and such anyways, I probably would have befriended him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're just getting paid to do something I think we would have done in the first place.
Well, no, the king seems like a guy with a good head on his shoulders. So if Reinhardt thinks we need to be paid to like Godric, you have to be prepared for Godric to be a colossal tit.
Yeah.
Well, if he's anything like Malfoy, I mean, we might not... Draco.
Exactly. He
might
could
not,
be like Dunkirk or Dingbat or whatever his name is.
However, after meeting his father, I don't think he will be that way. At least not anywhere near to the degree that...
I mean, the
hear
one...
where you're coming
other...
from.
Lutrixa chimes in, are you all like your parents? And then she turns
No.
away.
No, not at
The
all.
other condition was we weren't supposed to put him in a dangerous situation, so no adventuring or anything like that, just partying.
I'm not
So-
even a thousandth as terrifying as Mom. He's got the 1,000-yard stare now.
I mean, we might not even have to necessarily associate with him, but
It's like she's the embodiment of Athena's rage. She just gets...
Chicken bites you.
Oh, yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
you're bringing up some good points, but I imagine if we put a special table just for him with a little velvet rope, we can seclude him from ourselves if need comes.
Okay.
But I imagined if anyone is good at breaking someone out of their shell, it is our good friend Iliakis.
That is very true.
No, I'm prepared. But I just need to know that the two of you are prepared for
It seems
just
like
how
there won't
much
be
of a
any
weeping
recourse.
anus this kid could be.
I'm. It's the only real way to get ourselves out of this situation at the moment.
Oh, there's probably other ways.
Knock knock.
Oh,
Hey, Torque!
I throw in a steak over into the corner.
Chicken went for it.
Hey guys, here's your tea.
Thank
They
you
gave
very
me another
much.
picture.
Thank
Mark,
you,
that was
George.
very kind of you.
They don't seem to want me to stay in there very long. I don't know why.
I mean, I think you do.
What? I only ate some meat and got some more for chicken.
She'll trade a donut to Torque for the tea.
Ooh. Thank you.
and hand him one for chicken.
Fucking grin when he's thank you. That grin just kills me every time.
Ah.
I don't know. I just ate like we usually eat. I thought that. Didn't they say it was free?
It's not that they don't specifically don't like you, Torque. Because they do. You're a very nice, charming, friendly fellow. But as I've explained to you before, when you're around, things happen. And people like quiet. They like their comfort zone. And you're an element of pure chaos. It's why we get along so well. I'm the same.
I thought people like your parties more than quiet time. That's weird.
Well, that's just because the party's especially crafted. But if I tried to do that every single waking moment that I was alive, as much as I'd want to, it would get tiresome, and I would eventually be an outcast. And it would. It's all a matter. But that's a conscious decision I can make. You're simple. You can't do that. It's the way that the fates have weaved it is the threads are always flailing around you. Hence the arrival of chicken.
Yeah.
And your rage. And the cleaver. And that village we were in with all of the pigeons, you remember?
Oh,
that was weird. That was weird.
I still have nightmares sometimes.
Me too.
I want to know exactly how that went down, because that just sounded very strange.
It was a lot of very angry pigeons, Dahlia.
There's still a lot. Just they were everywhere.
There's a pigeon in the window.
Oh, the cooing. The
Torque
cooing.
rages.
Oh, the cooing.
Torque rages. Scales run up both my arms as I'm raging in the classroom, about to go fight the pigeon.
It flew away.
Good job disposing of that nuisance.
Dahlia just has this kind of wide-eyed blank stare all of a sudden seeing this, and just goes back to her tea and looks down back at her book.
I still hear the cooing.
Not the cooing. Not the cooing. Ah. Torque goes and cuddles up next to Chicken while he's eating.
Well,
It's a bite of your skull.
Okay.
oh, you little scamp.
Kind of shove him away. He was completely serious, but it's gonna stop it.
So cute. So cute. Thanks for helping me, Chicken. He's just trying to help me in my time of need.
So.
Yes. Well, there'll be a party in 2 days from now, and we'll celebrate it at a grand reveal of the new Rooster Tail, and there'll be fucket buckets for everyone.
Wait, so this time you get a planet instead of the little impromptu one, right, Iliakis?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I know what I'm capable of for a party when I'm given some time to plan it.
Yes. Should be a pretty exciting party with some surprise guests that'll be arriving through the night.
Yes. He taps his nose. Surprise guest.
What, like who? Like?
Well, it's a surprise, Torque. How would we know?
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It could be anyone. Remember how many people showed up during the party the other night?
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
a pigeon that arises in the window and goes, "Cool, cool, make sure to invite
winged spawn of Hades.
Make sure to invite your cool teacher." And flies away.
I look over
I can't believe our teacher would be under the pretensions that they're not invited.
New Trixie over there. Yes,
she's kind of like smiling.
Wait, are we gonna invite the raging beast guy?
Yes, of course. If there's drinking going on and he's not involved, he'll kill every one of us.
I mean, we'll need a bouncer at the door to keep all the riffraff out.
Oh, that would be keeping him away from the booze.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if anybody's going to end up bouncing the door, it's Morningfall, although I would give my left hoof to see what she gets like drunk.
But your left hoof's your favorite hoof.
I'm quite interested in picking her brain over some tactics
You know,
Seems
it's
like
better
she's
that you
very
do that
capable.
now instead of at the party when we're getting her shit faced and getting rid of everybody's inhibitions, right?
I mean, anything's.
I
you know,
mean,
you
what
must
kind of a
think that.
nerd are you? Oh, we're having a big old party. There's going to be fireworks. There's going to be fucking buckets everywhere. And I'm going to sit down and have a scholarly conversation with Morning Follower. Actually, she'd probably be into that. She doesn't seem like the part type to really let loose.
I mean,
Yeah, I retract my
the
statement. You're good.
exchange
You're
of
good.
knowledge is an exciting pursuit.
She's probably gonna wear armor to the party.
Yeah, probably.
That does.
She's
seem
going to wear her party
tracks.
armor, though.
That does-
It'll have
Oh.
like some kind of crazy symbol on it, like a smiley face. Oh,
That's too
gonna
much.
be- Yeah, that is a lot for
That's
her.
too much.
All right, students, I think that's enough for just going around saying. I believe you guys know now what to do, right?
Torque has no clue.
I do need to run an errand really quick.
Very
And
well.
I will go to the store and buy some fucking bucket for the kid.
All right, so you do that. Like she was kind of interrupting you guys, just going on, going deeper and deeper into your convo. So what else do you guys want to do during before the party, right? So this is kind of like the phase where you got to complete a few things that you want to do before.
We got 2 days, right?
Sure. Well, right now it's right after this conversation, so you don't have to fill out the 2 days. Like, what do you want to do after this moment?
I probably want to go check with a leather worker somewhere. For,
Okay.
For
Sure.
chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'll head off to.
All right. Elyakos, what do you plan next to do?
I'm going to plan the party.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I have time for that, so that it can be extra special. Let me just check the note that I made.
All right, I'll come back to you. Dahlia, where do you want to go next?
I will probably actually be trying to find either the city's library or the school's library to do a little bit more research about just the area in general and the city and whatnot, and try to acclimate myself a little bit more with the laws and the rules and stuff of the area.
All right. So you easily get the directions for from Lutrixia to the public library in the city. So you head towards that. You do notice when you pass by the city gate on your way to the library, and it pulls your attention. You're seeing a lot of people coming in at once, and they seem to have like traveling carts, and the expression on their face seem pretty downtrodden, pretty sad, pretty beaten up about it. And there's a few guards there, and they're helping people. Some of them seem injured, and there's definitely like kind of not a commotion, but there's definitely town folks like helping them out. As you see, a good maybe 25 to 50 people coming into the city.
She'll walk up to one of the guards. Excuse me, what's going on?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Apparently some bandits have kicked these people out of their village and have essentially killed or kidnapped or stole a bunch of their stuff. These fine folks had nowhere to go but to Ironbound, and they're kind of the remaining survivors of what happened. So they're coming here to find help. And so he seems busy, right? So he's looking at his other guard. He's like, "Yeah, oh, there's injured. Okay, I'll go get the docs, and the medic people. So if you excuse me, miss, I have to go." And then he takes off.
Thank you. She will kind of turn back around and make her way back to the academy, actually, to inform the higher-ups and the teachers of what happened.
All right. So you go back, and the first that you run into is Elendor, the director. Oh, actually, no, it's not true. The first that you run into is Cough.
Oh.
Which is the female Kenku. That's missing a wing and looks really old.
Yes, I was coming to let the teachers know that there's apparently been an incident and there's probably going to be needed down at the city gates. And she'll explain to Cough what happened, or at least what the guard told her.
Very well. Well, you should definitely go.
Is it weird that I think the Dark Crystal when I think of her?
Not at all.
They're basically Skedis.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should go. You have my permission.
Dahlia just kind of nods, thank you, and sees if she can find one of the other teachers.
Okay. And well, you find Latrixia pretty easily. She's in class. She seemed to be smoking something.
Miss Latrixia, we have some people that could use some help down at the gate. Apparently, one of the villages nearby has been kind of, well, they were kicked out of their homes.
Oh, okay. I'll go check that out.
We've got some refugees coming in from a nearby village.
Very well.
I have no healing prowess or anything, so I'm not entirely sure what help I would have been.
Oh, okay. Wait, cool. I'll go check that out. So you explain to her what you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Very well. I'll go and help and provide some food and stuff. And as she come along, and she's like, come with me. Get your friends. We'll go to help everyone. Get the class.
Okay, and I'll
for Ednip, wherever you were at that very second, there's a cat out of nowhere that kind of yanks on your jacket. It's Diablo, and he kind of just adds you over, and Torque, you literally just got picked up by Bibit, and he just kind of brings you over.
It's like, oh, what is it, boy? Do you want scratches?
He stopped a second.
There you go. Okay, good boy. Good boy.
And then he goes back.
wait, what was I doing?
Wait, yeah? Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, and did you want chicken too? Oh, this is the king's chicken, but we get you some too.
Give him the king's chicken. He'll know.
He follows you. He got distracted. He doesn't know what he was doing. Iliakos, you get notified that Dahlia's looking for you guys.
Okay.
So you all hear about this situation right now. Basically, there's a bunch of villagers that just came in, seemingly from a village that was attacked by a bunch of bandits. And
So we're gonna go drive them out.
Oh, I don't know who you're talking to right now, but
to the party when it's
okay.
explained.
Yeah. So you guys get grouped up. Dahlia explains it. Lutrix tells you, I'm gonna go out there right now with them. I'm gonna start, helping people and provide food. You guys should probably come. And she just takes off.
We'll definitely come along for that, but when everybody is taken care of, we're gonna go drive the bandits out, right?
Do you want to?
Of course.
Yes.
Then I guess that's what we're doing.
As I'm struggling to get dropped from the cat's mouth.
As I come back with a really happy cat that's just distracted, nuzzling on me, chewing on.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going?
There was a group of bandits that drove the villagers from their homes. The refugees just got into the city. We were going to go help them, and then when they were taken care of, I proposed that we go to the village and drive the bandits out.
Seems like the noble thing to do. Can't have bandits running around the countryside, and it's part of our right as our duty as students of the academy to do so. I think it's the perfect thing to do.
Awesome.
Okay.
So
Yeah, pet chickens. They were gonna go kill some people.
So you guys head.
Diablo, do you want to kill some people? Huh? Yes, you do.
Diablo's
yes, you do.
Diablo's kind of left you like, yeah, I'm not your cat. Like he just realized, wait a minute, I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
You could be. Waste chicken.
All right, well, he hears whistling over. Oh, and he goes away.
That's for the king. Stop giving away the king's food.
No, I have a separate one for
He
the
had
king.
two.
Dodge. Yeah, I bought another one.
Oh, that's no wonder you're a wizard. Let's go. Anyway, people are hurt. I need to go help them. Grab my adventurers pack and everything and head out.
So you guys get over there and you kind of see like the city kind of really much helping. And in fact, Sal's there and he's guiding people to the Happy Goat. He offered to use the Happy Goat as a place for the refugees.
Well, I'm sure this will put us in good graces with the king, knowing that we're...
Forget good graces with the king. That's just a straight-up ballin' move to do without being asked.
Yeah.
Go, Sal.
She's like, I'm glad you think so. he's bolstered with confidence at that point. But yeah, so there are injured people. You see there's a few like cleric and the trickster there, and you know they're taking their physical injuries definitely like take care of pretty quickly. There's a lot of people crying. They definitely, you know, obviously you guys kind of pick up on the fact that some people have died over there. From everything you can gather, it was a pretty severe, organized attack on a village. And you do pick up on the fact that they captured some villagers, and apparently there are rumblings that they may be asking for a ransom.
Ransom?
Complicated.
Did they give a name for their organization?
There's no organization. They didn't give a name or anything like that. They just kind of bullied the shit out of people, killed a few, captured a few, and kicked them out and took all their stuff.
We're going to need to approach this with a certain level of intelligence then, so that we don't put the prisoners at any undue risk.
Well,
Adnip, you're the tactician. This is in your hands.
Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you want to support. We play those sessions every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on my Twitch channel. We'd love to have you come by. Remember that D&D is for everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!